Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Libra for March 2010. And this also applies if you have a Libra ascendant. So, my fellow Librans, what do we have in store for us this month? Well, there's certainly going to be a lot of focus on your work area, very much on your routines in your work, how you organise your work, your processes of work. Are you satisfied with the way that your work is going? Do you need to make some changes? Are there people you need to communicate with differently? You need to look at all these aspects of your work because particularly for the first couple of weeks of the month, Librans, this is where much of the focus is going to be. It's also a time for thinking about expanding your work area, maybe adding to what it is that you already do. Because Librans, with Saturn in your sign for the most part for the next 2.5 years or so, this is an important time for you to learn how to focus in your life, how to decide on a course of action and then really go for it with great determination and great focus, and not allowing yourself to become too scattered with various other things that may take your attention. The other thing as well, with Saturn coming through your sign as well, because many of you will have Mercury in Libra too, it's about watching what it is that you're speaking about. Thinking before you're speaking and coming out with things. Now, as a Libran, for the most part, many of you are very diplomatic. But it does mean thinking even more carefully about how you're communicating with people and whether they're really understanding you, or maybe they're getting the wrong end of the stick. Because sometimes when Saturn is in our sign, we somehow feel as though we've communicated very clearly and people have got us all wrong. So really try to think more clearly before you communicate. Now, this especially applies to the work area. But after about the 14th of the month, we've got to focus then on your relationship area. And Libras, for you, relationships are such a huge area of your life. They're coming under real focus. So for those of you that are looking to attract a partner, the last couple of weeks of the month look really good, particularly as Mars as well goes direct in your 11th house after the 10th of March. So this is a great time for really putting energy into meeting people, to going out with friends, to joining organisations where you have like-minded interests. And particularly the 14th of the month is a great date because we have Mercury conjunct the Sun. So this is a really good time for any kind of creative thinking or any kind of communication that you wish to get across to another person in a really succinct way and have them really understand you. So very important to be taking a good look at your relationships for the next month. They're going to come under stark focus, but there's also a light shining on them, especially with the Sun in Aries coming into that 7th house for you. So really a time as well to enjoy those relationships. Venus is in Aries, so go for those relationships. Go for what you're wanting. Don't sit back all the time, Libran, and try to please everybody else. This really is a time to be going more for what you want. Don't allow that Saturn energy to hold you back too much, to make you think as though you're not quite good enough or not quite ready. You are ready, you can go for it, and start to be a little more confident in yourself and not too worried about what everybody is thinking and maybe saying around you. So there you have it, Librans. We've got an interesting month ahead of a focus on your work, your career, and also on your relationships. So any of you that would like a personal reading, you may like to take a look at my website. And you can have all kinds of readings from financial to relationships. And I thank you very much for listening, and I wish you a great month. Bye for now.